how has the conversations that we have concerning the war board relative to, when we're looking at the revenue performance from the top and then moving on down to the cost of goods sold and understanding what factors impact that margin from estimates and how effective that the estimates are to how well that the jobs are planned, et cetera. How has it been to go from like looking at the numbers initially to now understanding and putting into action what you're seeing in the numbers? How has that process been for you?
Definitely drinking from a fire hose at first. It was hard because I can only imagine for Jake because like he didn't listen to all the podcasts and stuff I did, so I kind of already had a little bit of an understanding of what cost of goods sold is, for example, or like even just gross revenue or gross profit and all those types of metrics. But as far as actually tracking them is where I was just like, man, I feel completely in the deep end here. I don't even understand where to start, yet alone how to stay on top of it. And like I said, too, I just really don't like the data entry stuff, too. So I was like, man, this is going to be kind of forcing me to do the crap I don't like to do, even though I know it's important. And so having the war board really helped it because then not only am I basing things off of actual data instead of just feelings, because I always had kind of like an intuition of, okay, well, sales are a little bit down this week. We haven't been doing as many estimates, or, I think these jobs are going over a little bit, but we're not actually sure. Are these jobs like we'd be sure? Oh yeah, we lost our butt on that job, but we wouldn't know. Okay, do we spend an extra hour there, or do we spend an extra day there? Or more or less, or on the ones that go good, the same thing. And then being able to kind of have an idea now, and we're tracking it to where I can even see like because the job costing is a huge factor into that as well, which same thing, we kind of knew that was important and we knew it was something we needed to be doing, but there's just so many things to do in a day. It kind of just got pushed under the rug and didn't really get completed much. And so now being able to see where those all tie together, how they all tie together, it feels a little more like we have a little more control. Before it was kind of like we were flying by the seat of our pants. We thought a lot of it had to do with luck and just we were really lucky people and we just happened to meet the people that we did to give us the work we had and stuff. And now it's more of it's put it into a different perspective of, yeah, luck does play a little bit of a role into it, but I play a larger role in it than the luck does. And a lot of my actions can have a larger outcome than just meeting some random person happening to get lucky on one job, and being able to same thing, kind of track that and measure it. And it's still a work in progress by all means. I don't have it figured out still, but it is compared to 6 months ago or a year ago. I mean, if you had told me what I know now, I was going to know back then, I'd be like, oh, well, they don't have it all figured out. And I would have been wrong, but definitely in a way better position now. And it, uh, it definitely helps with like, I'm not a very anxious person as it is, but it would definitely get to me sometimes of like, I don't know what work we have coming in. I don't know what's going to be our next thing. And I kind of put all my eggs in this basket with JRD Electric. It was, if this doesn't work out, I don't know how I'm going to pay my bills. I don't know how I'm going to support my family. I married my wife and told her I'd let her be a stay-at-home mom and I'd take care of the bills. And that was all going well. And then becoming a business owner, it kind of, there's a lot more weight on my shoulders. And so I was really feeling that pain, and tracking those numbers significantly alleviated a lot of that. I mean, there's still times where it's like, crap, we're getting a little slow. What are we going to do? But it's not a what's going to happen. It's a what steps are we going to take forward because we know the direction we're headed, rather than just flying blindly. And so it's been a game changer. Doesn't even begin to cut it.